Welcome to Project I Want to Live. I'm Vanna,
Melissa here.
and we're back. This is a special episode. We have weeks 5 and 6 combined. Melissa had an interesting experience last week. She went away to Cancun, and just so happens that she just got stranded there for an extra couple days, missed a blizzard, and it was a very awesome experience, I would say.
Tragic to be in the sun. Bacon.
Well, everyone is in the cold. Okay, well, we're back and definitely want to touch up on that trip and how things were going with you. So I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
I know that you and I were in contact during the week, and I thought that was great. I'm like, all right, let's get these emails going and everything.
Yep.
But I want you to help explain what was your thought process. What, like, you went to Cancun, you went to Paradise. This is an all-inclusive place. You can eat whatever you want.
Whenever you want.
Whenever you want. It's like at your service 24/7. So how was your diet? Well, not really your diet, but how was your eating regimen? Just did you exercise? Like, what'd you do there? Tell us. We'd like to know.
Okay. Well, happy Love Day, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, I'm glad to be back. I was tan. I know I don't look it, but I was tan and went away. But being in Cancun was pretty interesting. The first day when I arrived, I did feel a little bit overwhelmed because you're in paradise and you see everyone with their hot bodies and you're just like, okay, don't be insecure about that. And then you have this resort with all this food that's included. And maybe for some people that are watching, they're like, well, what's the big deal? It's just food. But for someone like myself who is breaking habits and breaking temptations, who is breaking food addictions, it's easier said than done. So the first day I did feel really overwhelmed. But the number one thing that helped me, which to be honest, is this blog. Feeling like I have this blog to commit to myself, to commit to Vanna. And she held me accountable. She texted me, emailed me every day. That picture was on the background of my phone the whole time I was there. And if anyone was next to me at the event, you saw that picture on the background of my phone. So I think when you're away, the one thing to remember is don't have the vacation mentality. All the hard work from the exercise to the change in the diet to the commitment to the mentality shift is thrown away if you just go overindulge yourself. Because you're going to come back, you're going to feel like crap, you're going to condemn yourself, you're going to compare yourself and just not feel good. So I went into this trip thinking, you know what, I'm here, but I have to remember my goals and be very careful. Was I perfect? No. I did the best I could. I put lots of veggies on my plate. I would see healthy people. I would watch what they would be eating. I'd follow what they'd be eating. I wasn't an angel. One of the last days there, yes, you know what? I had some ice cream. So what? But for being away for 7 days and working out 3 times while I was away, eating healthy, you know what? I think that's forgivable. I did one thing that I'm not too proud of, but this blog, we're here to be open and transparent. I broke the regimen of not having fried food. Yes, it's not an excuse, even though in Mexico almost everything is fried. I had like a handful, just a handful of fresh tortilla chips. So, bad girl, but is it the worst thing that could have happened? No. So reminder, when you're on vacation, keep your goals on track. Do things that can keep you on track. Make a workout regimen for yourself while you're away. Have a buddy that you can have be accountable to, like Vanna. She was emailing me every day. We were texting each other. She was sending me pictures. She was asking me how I was doing. And be very aware of what you want and go for the fruits and the veggies and the fresh stuff first before we pile on all the extra stuff. So that's what I did to stay focused.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm really proud of you because,
thank you.
I mean, it was really a test. Like, I knew she was leaving, and I'm like, I believe in her, like, for sure, but I know how those resorts are, and I know how easy it is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I wasn't really nervous.
Yeah.
Because I know that you're very serious about this.
I'm very serious.
So it's just like, yep, the test is passed.
The test is passed.
You just being honest about the ice cream, about the handful of chips, I think that's amazing because you're back on it.
Yep.
You're here.
I worked out.
Yep.
I did the best I could, and I felt good because I felt like, I knew very clearly what I wanted. And here's the thing, when you make a mistake, like yes, having some ice cream, having some chips, maybe you're thinking, so what? Who cares? Or for someone like myself with very clear goals, we can't afford to do those things. But even though I made the mistake, the important thing is that I didn't condemn myself and I let it go. I didn't come home and go into self-sabotage and start eating some more ice cream and just going completely off my regimen.
Yeah.
I made sure, you know what, I got to drop it. I got to stay focused and just pick up the pieces where I left off. So, yeah.
High five. Awesome. And also, I know that there was something new that you've been learning about eating salads. Now, check this one out. And the dressings and stuff like that, because we think that salad is always healthy, but can you just share a little bit about that?
So, if you're watching this and you in this vlog and you think that eating salads are healthy, raise your hand. We think, which they are. I've been reading several magazines on health and wellness and fitness, and I've been talking to a few friends of mine who they live a life of health, and the number one thing that people do when they lose weight is they try to lose weight is they start to eat salads. But the number one downfall of salad is the salad dressing. So my tip of the week to you is be very careful and cautious of what type of salad dressing you're putting on your salad. We think, oh, I'm eating this salad, it's so healthy. Oh, I'm gonna put my dressing on top. That salad just turned into a 1,000-calorie salad because the dressing is the secret thing that holds all the calories and all the sugar and all the saturated fat that you don't want. So my recommendation to you is learn how to read a label of a salad dressing by the tablespoon of how much the salad dressing calories actually have. Right. My suggestion to you, maybe a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, some fresh lemon juice, a little lemon pepper, something very light and refreshing so you can keep your calories down. I found through the articles I've been reading, the number one mistake we make is we think we're making a good decision, but really it's not. Because the dressing kills the whole salad. You might as well eat a cheeseburger and fries for 1,000 calories. Yep. So don't do that.
Don't do it.
And she had a good salad dressing recipe.
Yes. I was looking up some recipes for some salad online, and I made my own salad dressing. And I'm not like this chef or anything. So this was really cool that I was able to do it. It's very easy. You just squeeze some lemons. Take a couple tablespoons of lemon juice and whisk it up with honey for like a couple minutes. And it is like amazing. It keeps your salad fresh. It's refreshing, and it's really good. And it's very, very light for you and delicious.
Yep.
So try it out. Now we want to go into some good news.
What's that? Is that good news?
Yes. Good news has arrived. It's so funny. Melissa called me today. She's like, I have news. I'm like, are you going to share it with me? And she's like, is it good or is it bad? I'm like, I don't know. You got to tell me that. And she's like, well, what if it's bad? I'm like, all right, well, just tell me. We'll get over it. She's like, well, what if it's good? I'm like, well, then tell me. Stop teasing me. But definitely, we weighed in today. And Melissa is down 3 pounds. This is very exciting. So basically, obviously we didn't do the video last week. And our prior video for week 4, you were down 1 pound. So now that you're getting into the groove of everything, it seems like you're just losing 1 pound every week.
Yep.
So let's see what happens.
So let's clarify. Down total 3 pounds.
Yes.
So the last week and a half, I've lost 2 pounds.
Yep.
So
down.
That being on vacation, not being perfect, but still hitting the gym and lost the weight. So I'm excited. This is fantastic. My philosophy, slow and steady. Not a fast crash. I'd rather do it slow and steady, keep it off for the rest of my life. Not a fad diet, not trying to lose 20 pounds in a month. Remember, the point of this vlog is slow and steady. Change your habits, change your mindset, change your lifestyle, and just live a happy life.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, we also have some measurements.
Yes.
And so for the bust, these are total inches down for the past 6 weeks, okay? So in your bust, you lost 1 inch total. The waist, 1.5 inches.
Yep.
And the hips, 2 inches.
Yep.
So that is our progress for this week.
Yep.
And we'll see how everything goes. We're going to check in daily with each other. And other than that, that's it for tonight.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.